Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Sunday the 20th of October 2024. I hope you are keeping well. And in line with my regular trio of games, I'm going to be playing the expert level from the Los Angeles Times in just a moment. It's quite amazing how small things can make your day. Can also break your day, I suppose, but in my case, I don't worry too much about small things. Try not to anyway. They don't upset me very much. But I was swimming today. Okay, so I've been in Thailand for many years, more than 30 years living here. And when I first lived here, I've been to some places up country, and people that stared at me because I was like a strange creature, a Westerner, tall Westerner, looking really out of place in small places across the countryside. Kids sometimes came to stare at me, like it's like, oh look. I felt like a zoo animal at times. It didn't really bother me, I must admit. It's just curiosity rather than dislike or anything like that. And so occasionally when I'm in the pool, I'm sometimes singled out as, a Westerner, looking like as a weird guy. Anyway, I was swimming today up and down the pool, and there were some kids in there. It's the weekend, and there's they do sometimes get in the way, but it's always unintentional, right? They annoy me a little bit, but I can just swim past them. And I was swimming today, and each time I got to the shallow end, there was a little kid there, and I don't know how old he was, maybe 7, 8, 9, I'm guessing, something like that, I suppose. That's a rough guess. And he was laughing, and he was sitting in a large rubber ring and laughing at me as I approached, really laughing. And he just kind of like got in my way every time, intentionally got in my way. Now, kids don't normally intentionally get in my way, they just accidentally get in the way. And the first couple of times I thought, oh that's a little bit annoying. And the third time I thought, oh, hang on a second, this is a bit unusual. This is not regular behavior. And when it happened again the next time, his mum came along and told him to like stop, hassling me or getting in the way. And I said, this is in Thai, of course. And I said, it's okay, he's not bothering me, stuff like that. And she said, he's a special child. And I've got it. And I thought, okay, I got it. We have, in Thailand, we are not very good, historically not very good with people with disability. Partly this is the fault of Buddhism. I'm quite in favour of Buddhism in many ways. I'm not a Buddhist. One reason I think it's not very helpful is the belief in reincarnation and past lives, and etc. etc. And so sometimes people have taken on the belief that if you are disabled, you must have done something bad in your past life. And therefore, previously in Thailand, not so much nowadays, in modern Thailand it's different, I would say, but traditionally in Thailand, disabled have been treated very badly, I would say. And certainly equality is very difficult to get. Even nowadays it's difficult to get equality, but the situation has improved a lot, I'll say that. Anyway, so when she said that, and she described it in Thai in that way, she didn't say disabled, she said special, which I would translate in modern English as special needs, a special needs child. And lucky I was wearing my swimming goggles, because the next thing she said was, it makes me so happy to see him laughing like this, and implying that it's not often that he laughed in that way or whatever. And I tell you, I was really thinking, oh God, that made me super emotional. As I said, lucky I was wearing my swimming goggles. My eyes didn't give away anything. And so I had to really give up my swim time and drag him around in his rubber ring while he laughed incessantly for about 20 minutes. He just laughed and laughed continuously. He could speak. I heard him say some words to his mum, but he didn't speak to me. But I kind of said some funny things to him or something like that. And but it was very lovely, really, a nice touching moment, and to remind us how lucky we are if we are fully functional, and also if we don't have to look after people with special needs who can really take it out of you as well. So there we are. A nice lunchtime for me that was. So let's hope the afternoon continues in a nice way. I'm going to continue with the game of Sudoku now. We've got 7 blocking up here and up here, which is going to put a 7 into that square there. I see over here the 8's blocking down. Just going to put an 8 into that square there. 8 across here. Actually, I didn't need the one across, did I? The 2 8's down were good enough. Are you spotting anything else? Because I'm not. Okay, let's go around the clock then. Certainly some restrictions are to be had. So this is 3 and 4 in those squares because we've got 3 and 4 down here. So we're looking here for 1 and 2. And so we're looking here for 9 and something. So the 9 blocking across there, there's the 9. And the something, this is a 1 and 2 I said. So this is going to be 6. 6 across here, 6 across there. I stopped going around the clock because I spotted something different. What are we looking for up here? 1, 4, 5. So we know the 1s are there. Actually, we've got 4 blocking across here and like this. So that will give me a 4 in that square. So now we have 1 and 5 in these squares. 1 blocking across there. There's the 1. That's got to be a 5. Left here is 3 and... I can't find you. 3 and what? What's the missing number? 3 and 5. Okay, let's just let's complete this with make sure we've got everything that we can do here. This is 3 and 5. This is 1 and 2. And so here we're looking for 3 and 4. And that's 1 and that's 2 and that's 3 and 5. Get there eventually. So this is 1, 2, 9 here. And I don't think I can finish that off yet. Okay, I'm going to start going around the block again. 9 up here, 9 down there. Okay, so there are only 2 empty squares in this row outside of this block. So the 1 and the 2 have to fill those 2 squares. So we know that this and this have to be 1 and 2. Right, so that's something. It's a pair of 1 and 2 in those squares. And it means that these can't be 1 or 2. They have to be 4 and 5 as a pair. Now, how does that help? Well, okay, so 4s are in this square here. So 4 blocks across here, 4 up here, 4 down there. Means that that's a 4. 4 across here, 4 up there will give us the 4 in that square. And this is whatever it was. I have no idea. This was 1 and 2, wasn't it? So this is 3. Yeah. Okay, 3 across here, 3 across there, and 3 up there will give us 3 in that square there. Now I was saying this is 4 and 5, so what else do we know? So these numbers here are not 4 or 5, they have to be 6, 7. Okay, so 7 blocks across there, that's the 7. And we'll be left here with 6 and 8 in these 2 squares here. Six and 8. Getting messages about work on a Sunday afternoon. Anyway, 6 and 8. These squares here are not 6 or 8. They are 1, 5, 9. So that's got to be a 1, 9. Not much helping there. Seven blocks up here and across here. That means 7 is in one of these 2 squares, blocking down here. 7 across here, across there, and down there. That will give us 7 in that square. I think we're missing 1, 2, 8, 9 here. Is that right? 1, 2, 8, 9, 4 numbers, and I don't see a 1, a 2, an 8, or a 9. Right, and we've got 1, 2, and 9 together, so that will be our 8 then. So, can we? No, we can't. We're going to get 8s up there. I know we have 8s here. I've spent a long time looking at that and not getting anywhere. Let's go back and go around again. I think just I might be missing something obvious. Okay, so we've got 2 blocking across here and up here, right? So 2 in one of these 2 squares, meaning this square here cannot be 2. It also can't be 9. So 9 and 2 can't go here. That means these squares are 9 or 2, and this has to be a 1. Then 1 blocks up here, 1 blocks up there. That gives me a 1 in that square there. We're left with 1s there. I'm not sure I can do any more about 1s for now. Fives seem to be quite tricky. I'm not getting much information from the without a few more 5s. Hang on, this row is missing 6, so we got 6 blocking here and we've got 6 blocking this square, so that'll be a 6 there. That's good. 6 is going up to the top and 6 across here and there, mean that that's a 6. Don't have any completed digits yet. Got to get the first one. There it is. There was one more 6 to be had, and I've finally got it. 7s go up here, and across there. That gives me a 7 in that square. 7 across here, back that way, and 7 up there. Means that 7 bites the dust as well. Eight this way, that way, and up there. Well, they're falling like bowling pins now, aren't they? 8 across here. That gives me an 8 in this square. One across here and across there gives me a 1 in that square. Two all the way across gives me a 2 here. 2 down here puts 2 into this square. This is 2 and 9 if you remember. So 2 there, 9 there. 9 blocking up here, and this 9 across here means 9 is in one of those squares blocking up, so that would be a 9 up there. 3 blocks up here. There's our 3. This will be a 5. The last number to place in this row, 4. 4 blocking down here and across there. That means that's a 4. 2 blocking down here gives us a 2 in that square, and we also know that that's a 5. 2 blocks across there. There's our 2. Here's a 1. What else can we do? There's one number missing here. That looks to be a 3. 3 blocking this way. There's our 3. The missing number here is 5. 5 back that way. There's our 5. The missing number now 2. We also have 2 blocking across here and up there, giving us 2 in that square, and the last number there is 9. 9 across there and 9 up there, and should finish the 9s, I think. Yes, 6, 7, 8, 9 are now done, and there's not much more to go, is there? Difficult stuff is over, I think. What's left to be done down here? 5 blocks up here. There's our 5. The missing number here is a 1. 1 blocks down there. There's the 1. Here's a 3. What else do we need? We've got 1 missing digit here, which is a 1. And for this block or this column, whichever way you look at it, it's still going to be a 2. And here we need a 4, and there we need a 5. And now we don't need anything except maybe a coffee or something like that to celebrate, or champagne if you are a lavish spender and fancy some alcohol. Okay, that's it, and I'll see you another time for some other Sudoku puzzles. Bye bye.